Hi, in this video I will discuss about how I've installed Oracle 19c RAC real application clusters on Oracle Linux 7 in VirtualBox with Vagrant. I was using this article from oraclebase.com. This is the GitHub location, and on Oracle base Vagrant rack oil 7_19, and we are told to clone the repository to adapt the path where the shared disks are, as you can see here. We have a storage, a common storage, and this storage is shared between two instances in two separate nodes. And from the original scripts, we are told to change the location to be valid on our systems. And then we are told to create one DNS virtual machine, and after the DNS machine is booted, to start up node 2, and the last virtual machine that must to be started, it's node 1. The scripts are made for Vagrant, and to boot up a Vagrant machine, we use Vagrant app. Well, for me, it didn't work as described here. Due to the fact that my laptop it's not very powerful, has just 16 gigabytes of RAM and six CPUs. The scripts only created the Vagrant script created the three. I could create the three virtual machines, but when I created the third virtual machine, meaning the node 1, when node 1 was booted, I got this error. Basically, the Oracle grid wasn't able to be installed due to the fact that scan setup triggered the fatal error. And that's why I modified the scripts. Basically, this this is the original version from GitHub with three nodes: DNS node, node 1 and node 2, and V2, it's my version without DNS machine, only with node 1 and node 2. Basically, I took some code from DNS machine, and I've implemented the DNS machine in each node. Basically, in order to set up a DNS machine in 80c resolve you have to have name 78888, which is public DNS. And then to put the configure hosts, to configure hosts file, etc hosts, and then to install, enable, and start DNS masquerade, which is a DNS service which is based on hosts file. Basically, what you have in host file, you have as a DNS service. And this is my modification to the original scripting in order to have one virtual machine less. So basically, the original scripts were having three virtual machines, and due to this error, scan, which means the single client access name setup for the Oracle grid wasn't able to be accessible. And this is a DNS related issue, and that's why I decided not to have a common DNS, and instead I put DNS service in each machine. So basically, this was the one important change that I made to the original scripts in order to work on my laptop. What means to change the Vagrant YML file? To changing the Vagrant YML file means that this I mounted. I have all my virtual machines on a mounted external hard drive, and I put that my all disks for the virtual machines should be put on my external hard drive. Another Another issue that I had with the Vagrant file, let's take node one. I had to add a few things in order to be able to boot. I put config vmbox version 2022 October 21. Why? This is the Oracle base boxes, Windows boxes, and the version from 21 October has VirtualBox 6, and the latest version was having VirtualBox 7. And as I have in my I have Ubuntu uh, focal fossa in this Ubuntu version. There is a VirtualBox. I have VirtualBox 6, and that's why I had to change also. Basically, I had to put this line 2022 10 21 config vmbox. As you can see, config vmbox version. And there is another issue with connecting into Vagrant machines, and I've added extra in the Vagrant box. I've added config as age private key path, and I've activated SSH agent. Why? Because in order to be able to be installed automatically Oracle Grid and Oracle database software, this software, in order to be installed this software, there are prerequisites, and when passwordless SSH is set up, all the SSH keys are deleted, and that's why there are some problems connecting into the Vagrant machine, and I had to basically I had to SSH copy to generate I have an old public and private key, uh, and I had to copy my key again on on machines, and then I've activated the SSH agent. There are some articles, nice articles on the internet about how to use an SSH agent. Okay, and one extra step that I made, this is the original root setup sh script, and I split this script into script setup 1 and setup 2. Setup 1 is doing all the OS part, and then setup 2 is doing all the database stuff. Uh, basically, if I have to install again another cluster with those scripts, and if I have a fatal error when installing and set up the grid, I just if I'm having errors and I want to set up install again, I just run this script. This script it's creating the environment. It's installing Oracle Oracle Grid software. After Oracle Grid software installation, some scripts has to be executed on both systems, and then Oracle Grid software config script. After the grid is installed, then the grid is configured, and then Oracle database software it's installed, unzipped and installed, and then Oracle database creation. So basically, these Vagrant scripts, those Vagrant scripts, basically are creating two virtual machines. In these virtual machines, are creating the environment for both Oracle and root user. The grid part is running on root user, and database part it's run on Oracle user. So after the Vagrant scripts are creating the environment, then there is a part that is creating a passwordless SSH setup for user root and Oracle user. And then this part is done for both virtual machines, node 1 and node 2. So the root setup script is setting up the passwordless SSH for user root and on worker user environment. We have passwordless SSH set up for Oracle user. And after uh, Linux is set up on both machines, the environments are set up for the both users, then it's unzipped and installed GRIS software. Unzipped, installed the GRIS software, and then configured, and then installed, unzipped and installed Oracle database software, and then a database is created. So this uh, basically this it's those scripts are executed with vagrant tab command. Vagrant tab command is executed. Basically, the GitHub repository is cloned. You have the Vagrant scripts on your machine, Vagrant tab, and then uh, for each machine, basically, my scripts uh, needs to create only two machines, and this is Vagrant app output for the second machine. And with my scripts, my scripts, this is the picture. Dugri software only installation. Dugri software installation. My scripts on which I have included the DNS on each machine. I successfully avoided the scan fatal error. As you can see, it went on. Dugri software only installation, Dugri do scripts, Dugri configuration, and then the cluster where, as you can see, it's running on rack 1 and rack 2. And then the last part, do database installation, and then some root scripts, db root scripts, and then create database. And after the database was created, we can see that we have also so this is what I had on my screen after Vagrant tab command. So let me check the status once again. As you can see, the database cluster is running on both nodes, on both rack nodes. when the database is open. On both nodes, the same output. And after the Vagrant script was finished, I've created one extra service, this one, in order to showcase the high availability feature of the rack. So let me check the configuration of this service. As you can see, the virtual machines are with Oracle Linux 7, and my host machine is Ubuntu 2020 Focal Fossa, and the Oracle database version is 19c. So let me check the database service. Uh, the database service that I've created. So for my database, my database it's called CDB RAC and has two instances, CDB RAC 1 and CDB RAC 2. Which are running on rack 1 node and rack 2 node. Okay. Let me connect again on the in the database service. And let me check on which instance I was connected. So basically, I'm connected on rack 2 on CDB rack 2 instance. Okay. Now let me stop the instance on CDB rack on rack 2 to force the stopping of the instance. Now the database it's running only on rack 1. I have to wait a little bit until it's properly stopped. And now I'm trying to connect to the same database service. And if last time I was connected on rack 2, if I'm checking the instance name, now we can see that I'm connected in CDB rack 1. So basically, I stopped the database instance in node 2, and automatically I was redirected to instance 1. So this is how the high availability feature of Oracle, how the high availability feature works for Oracle database. In order to be able to in order to be able to connect on the service, I had to add this line to add the service name CDB rack nesting, and we have so this was added on the TNS file CDB rack service, and CDB rack service was okay with TNS ping. I can and now I want to delete this service and to create another service a little bit different. Uh, to show another feature of high availability services. Let me me stop the CDB rack service. In order to be to remove the service and to recreate it in a little bit different way. Remove service, and as you when I checked the first time, uh, the database service was preferred. Both instances were preferred. Now I want to recreate the service, but a little bit different. One preferred and the other available. And now let me check again the status. I have to start it. Start. As we can see, the database service is running on instance CDB only on CDB rack 1. But in this case, I'm able to move the instance. Let me check again the configuration of the service. Now, the preferred instance is rack 1 and the other available is rack 2. And now I want to switch to relocate the database service from CDB rack 1 to CDB rack 2. Now it's running on CDB rack 2 as intended. Okay. So these are the services registered in the listener. And here we have our services, our service. Listener control status shows us the status of the listener. As you can see, the listener it's up and running. On the local node, but if we want do to stop and start the listener, it's better to do it on at the cluster level. At the cluster level, we have a scan listener and the listener. And as you can see, the listener, it's running on both nodes. Let's have detail about scan status. As we have only two nodes, or a cluster where needs three scan VIPs, and two scan VIP are on rack 1 and one scan VIP it's in rack 2. Part of the scan system. This is how the Oracle cluster works. We need to have three scan VIPs and three scan listener. Each scan listener listens on a scan VIP. In order to have more insight, let's check the status for node apps. Node apps, it's taking care of the VIP on both nodes, the network and Oracle notification service. We can do this check only on one node if we want. So we can check only the status of ONS. If you want this, it's enabled and running. Uh, we can check overall the cluster on both nodes. We can see cluster ready services, CRS, it's online. CSS, cluster synchronization services online, and the One Manager, it's online on both rack nodes. We can check them separately if we want. CSS and Event Manager. But if you check CRS, it's including also Oracle High Availability Services. There is another interesting service. Cluster Health Analysis Service, which is enabled and running on both nodes. Has yes, does not have a status. Uh, this one is CRS, CTL config. Pass. Sorry, I have to do it. Execute on root. It's disabled on rack 1 and disabled on rack 2. If I wanted to all the if I want the Oracle rack cluster and Oracle database to start when the virtual machines are started, I just I just have to enable high availability service, but I do not want to do this because if I'm having issues and the VM virtual machines are booted from Vagrant, I might crash. I might crash the virtual machines, and if the virtual machine are crashing, Oracle database can crash and I might lose data. Or even worse, it happened. I've lost one virtual machine due to Vagrant or VirtualBox issues, and it's better to start them one by one. We can use CRS-CTL with CRS-CTL enable SCTL enable has, and then it's enabled, but I'm putting back on disable. Is it disabled again? Okay. This another command that shows the nodes of the cluster. And now one more item. Let's check the ASM. ASM means Automated Storage Manager, which is taking care of the shared storage between, as we have here, this is a shared storage, and in order to be properly managed in each machine, the Automated Storage Manager is running on both nodes, SM on short. Let me check the voting disks. Oops. Let's carry the voting disks. As we can see, there are three voting disks which are located on CRS disk group. Let me check the disk group, CRS disk group. It's running on both nodes. The Oracle clusterware version is checked with carry CRS active version. Okay, now let's let me go back on Oracle user and let's execute the cluster verify. Let's verify the scan. It should be okay. Single client access name. It's all right on both nodes. Now let's check the reachability. Again with cluster verify command. Node reach from node 2 reach node 1. So the test is passed. If there is a problem with SSH without password, then we have problems with this cluster verify. Let's check again from the other node, from rack 1, check reachability on rack 2. So again, it's okay. Now let's check the connectivity from rack 1, connectivity to rack 2. As you can see, it's okay, passed. And the same from rack 2, connectivity to rack 1. Yes, connected, passed, successful. It's okay. Now let's check still with the same tool to check OCR integrity. OCR being the Oracle Cluster Registry. It's okay. Let's check up the backups for OCR. So there are several backups. Let's check the backup location on CRS installed. So in ASM, there are, as you can see, they have as a this group, there is a CRS this group, data this group, and a recovery this group. CRS data and recovery these groups. So if I want to create another backup, I can create manually an OCR backup. So uh, a minor backup of zero was created again. May 19 December 26, 7 o'clock this this is it. Let me show the PDBs once connected. It's mounted PDB1. Let me put it in read write. Uh, now the database switched from mounted to read write. I have a profile database. And a little bit later, I had one command. So I'm connected in rack 2. But let me connect to be sure that I'm in rack 2. I've connected on the database instance, not on the database service, to be sure that I'm on rack 2. Oh, let me enter on the PDB1. Okay. And I have here a table profile. Let me check what I have. Yeah, I have John and Mary, only two values. And let me insert one more value. Let me connect also on rack. Let me see. First of all, on which instance I was connected. Now I'm in rack 1. Let's alter container pdb1. Let me see that I have the same data on profile table. Okay, I have two records, and now to insert the third record, still two records, commit on rack 2, and again it was committed also on the instance in rack 1. So this is another test that the rack it's working properly. I entered one record in instance 2 in rack 2, and the data after commit was shown in instance 1 from rack 1. So this is what I wanted to show for today, basically how I've installed the rack cluster from Vagrant scripts. I showed the rack health status with different commands, and then I showed the high availability features of the rack. Basically, I created a database service, and when one node of the database service was stopped, the database service continued to serve the client from the other node. And the last test, I entered the data in one instance, which was running in one node, and after the data was inserted into the database, I was able to see that data in the other node in the other instance. So all my tests were working without errors. This is what I wanted to show for today. Thank you very much for watching my video. Bye.